Hello guys, this is Roy from Arena Mini 4-Wheel Drive Club, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And for this video, I would like to show you about some tips for the brake. Okay, so here for this car, the front I have the blue sponge brake, and the rear I have the pink sponge brake. So the pink one, as people know, this is the heavy brake, and the blue is the light brake. Okay, so for the car that usually we set up for the brake, it will be better if you have an angle for your brake, so that will maximize your car for the maximum brake if you have the angle, because the angle can have the more service is touching the track. So as you can see, let me show you, give an example. Here is I have a setting board. It's made by the acrylic, and it's clear. So in here that you could check here. So for the brake, it's touching. If you didn't trim as an angle, then you won't be able to touch it. There's only the front edges is gonna touch, and then after that nothing is gonna touch. Okay, and there's also same thing as the rear. So you can see there's only the barely this side is touching, and this side as well. But if we have a brake pack, as you can see, this one has angles on it, so when it's touching, so there will be much more service is touching the track. So that makes your car can brake more. And also, because some situation is you don't need using the heavy brake, so you can just using the light brake, but just maximize the service is touching the track, so it can also works without just using the heavy brake. So for this video, I would like to show you how to make the brake that it has an angle. Okay, so let's start with the video. Check it out. Okay, so first people can see this one. I have the 20-degree bank. So here I put the sandpaper on this side, so which means is if I want to make a brake on my car, but I don't want my car it's getting slow on the 20-degree bank, so I put the sandpaper here. Then I will try to sand the brake as the same edges, same shape as the curve of the brake. So when your car going up to the curve, sorry, up to the bank, because the shape, the brake you shape and you sand it as the same shape as the bank. So which mean is if you can shape a little bit more and higher, like probably like 1 millimeter higher, so then your car will not slow down in the bank. So here's the thing, you can have a sandpaper if you have the 20-degree bank, so you can have this setting board and put the sandpapers on it and just sand like this and try to sand it and to make it as the angle like this. Okay, so you can see this one has angles on it. So and this way, because the sandpaper you put on is already higher than the bank level, as you can see, it's just higher a little bit. So once you sand it and make your brake is not touching, barely not touching the sandpaper, and which means you will not get slow on when you climbing on the bank. Okay, and if you don't have a setting board like that, the easiest way you could do, just find anything hard surface. So let me give you an example. Let's say I have a setting board, something like this, and same thing, you just put a sandpapers on it, and because it's hard surface and it's strong enough, so you just face your car down and make your car that has an angle. Face your car down and try to sand it like that. So that way you can have your car has an angle shape on your brake. Okay, so here I'm gonna do an example for you. Okay, check it out. Okay, so this is the how to make the angle on the brake for the blue light brake. So as you can see, this one is already has the angles on it. So if you can see it, so check it out on this one. See, there's the angles for the front now. Okay, so that's for the blue brake, and the blue brake is always the easiest way to deal with. And now let's do for the pink brake. So pink brake, there's a two-way that you can do to make the angles. So first you can do like this, and but if you are having a hard time, because the blue brake is harder, but the pink brake is pretty soft. So when you're doing this, you can do it like slowly by slowly, but just keep doing it. Okay, you can do that. And because the pink brake is pretty soft, so it's a little bit harder, so it take a little bit while for you to make it. And if you're doing the front brake, so which means you because the rear brake can do like this, okay, because you are shave the edges from, let's say this 70%, and to shave all the way to the back, so you're not touching at the front. But if you are sanding for the front brake, then that will be a different story, because when you push it, and because the brake, the service and the resistance is very big, so it easily makes the brake come off. Okay, so if you would like to do that, either you take the front brake and to do it offset way, like the other way, and to sand it, okay, not going to the same direction. If you need to do this the direction like this, then you have to using the crazy glue to glue the pink brake and then sand it, because that way the pink brake can stay on the plate. All right, so this is the first way to do it, and then I will show you the second way to do it. All right, check it out. Okay, so here's the second way to make the shape, the angles for the pink brake. All right, so what you need a candle, and you need a lighter, and you need the, I don't know how to call this, but it's using for the paint. Okay, so those three tools is what you need if you want to do the pink brake. So that's the second way. As you can see, yes, candle, we're gonna burn it. Okay, so in next video I will show you how I did it, but I will do it fast so you don't waste too much time in watching the video. All right, check it out. Okay, so here you can see now I just made the angle, and just by burn the sponge brake, I just heat it up and make it melt, and we're using that tools to make it melt as the shape that we want. So here I put on the hard surface on the setting board, then you can see the angles. So depends on the size. If you have a bigger size of the brake, then you just need the wider tools. And for this tools, you can get anywhere, like you can get the tools from, like, let's say Walmart, whatever. So you can choose the size that you want to use and see how wide you want. So here you can see this one, I burned it a little bit because when I put that, I think I didn't put it on the right position. But the procedure to make this, the brake has an angle, is just like this. So just when you do it, just need to be careful you totally cover the brake. So, and you can change the angle whenever if you want. So it just depends on how you put to melt the brake. So that's how it is. Okay, so if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you so much. Don't forget to press the bell, so if I have the new video, then you will know it right away. Thank you. I'll see you next time.